Well, last night we told you that this is a big, maybe even a huge week for the art market, with more than $1 billion worth of art expected to be auctioned in New York City. But have you ever thought about the people who determine the value of artwork or other collectibles? When their opinion on what a collectible is worth changes, it could mean millions. Andrea Day has the story.
When they change their minds about the authenticity of a work, the market rises and falls with that.
A Cezanne bought at Sotheby's and exhibited around the world.
First through the Royal Academy, then the National Academy, and then the Muséum d'Orsay before being sold at Sotheby's. This is as stellar exhibition history as you can get.
And included in the artist's catalog raisonné, or complete list of his paintings. Here it is.
Inclusion in the catalog raisonné is generally deemed to be an authentication.
Was there any doubt at all in their minds that this was a Cezanne?
Nobody at the time could have had any doubt.
But years later, when attorney Judd Grossman's client tried to sell.
The work is unsellable, unmarketable, and virtually worthless.
A case, he says, where expert opinions just changed over time.
The authors of the online catalog raisonné project have determined that they just don't believe it's by Cezanne's hand.
The painting not included in a new expert's catalog.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
And he says it can happen for a number of reasons. New scientific methods that come out, information about the work's history or past owners, or just new generations of experts. We reached out to Sotheby's but did not get a response.
So how many millions could be lost here when opinions change?
Countless, countless. And that can happen in the blink of an eye.
And it's not just art. At Golden Auctions, sales of sports collectibles topped $25 million last year.
Billionaires buy sports teams. The multimillionaires buy sports collectibles.
But he's seen entire collections go south. One where $20 million worth of goods were auctioned off, including game-used jerseys. He says later found to be counterfeit.
As the years went by and authentication standards and techniques became more advanced, those items were reevaluated. For a collector, everything revolves around who they're purchasing the item from and who is authenticating it.
So he offers collector's insurance, just in case things change.
That would allow us to reimburse that customer for this event happening because we sold it as authentic.
And when it comes to priceless art,
not including a work in the catalog essentially is the same as saying it's not right, and no explanation beyond that is really necessary.
And he says even the courts won't usually go against it. His best advice, do your due diligence before the sale to minimize any risk. But even with all of that, just know that opinions can change. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Andrea Day.